So left hand one was your before, right hand one was your after, okay? We want to try and eventually get to a situation where you're almost in a straight line there from your left arm down, okay? You sort of have your hands a bit here, sort of tilt your head.
So hands would need to go just more into that index.
Just by your left hip pocket kind of thing, So you're going to be forward slightly of the golf ball, just a little bit of sort of forward press, and there's a bit of a tilt there with your shoulder. You can see a zip there. Yeah, that's the amount of spine we need, okay? It doesn't need to be a lot. I mean, visually it's not going to be that much different, to be fair, but just a little bit of a tilt just to help that turn, okay? This one on the left with that turn, as we said, that was kind of where your head was popping there. And then when you swung back, even before you've gone halfway back, half your head's gone off the thing there, and then you keep going, and now your arms are collapsing, okay? You're losing stability, losing width. Yeah. And now you've got to kind of regain that in a third of a second back down to that golf ball. Too much with the ground behind the ball, not enough you thin it, not enough you toe it, too much you shank it. That's it. The right amount you flush it, but 1 in 5? Yeah. You've got 5 different options you could get there, to be fair. So what we're going to try and work on now with this one here, this is your practice swing. Try and feel like you're turning as much as you can to get that. And we can see your right shoulder. I mean, it's coming on the back there, you see. You're getting a much bigger turn there with this. Now, again, this is probably too big a turn, but practice too big. So then when it comes to hitting the golf ball, it's not going to feel such a strain. If we say you're going to, 80-degree shoulder turn, and that's all you can get to. If you can practice going to like 110, then going to 90 will still seem easy peasy. That's right. So you're kind of increasing your amount of range of motion you've got, okay? So that's your practice movement there, making some swings there with as big a turn as possible, keeping that head before the ball. You can see your head there with that yellow line is still having a tendency to move, okay? And that's going to just come through practice, using shadows, mirrors, walls, whatever it may be, some feedback, so we can rotate as far as we can. And if needs be, focus more on keeping the head still and how far can you go. I'd rather you keep the head still and you go shorter than you trying to go too far.
I'm pulling off.
Exactly, because ultimately a better backswing is going to be a better movement for you rather than a longer backswing, okay? Then in terms of the swing there now, which you've done that there, again, a little bit narrow with the feet. You can see the knee sort of popping in there, almost kind of sort of just tips you a bit this way. Just this you go that way. So just small, exactly. That was almost too much, to be fair. Just literally from there, just sort of going, it's a subtle little movement. I mean, think how much your hands are below each other in the grip. Notice if they're like hockey grip, is it? So there's only a few inches between one and the other, so it's not a massive change needed, okay? But the feeling of turning more, so you can turn more, your hands are getting higher, you're maintaining a bit more kind of width up here. That's fine, you let it move, exactly. The problem is, years ago, back in like the early 2000s when Tiger sort of came on the scene, it was all like this, resist the hips, don't move the knees, turn as much as you can and ruin your back, basically. Which is why Tiger, Roy and all these guys have got ruined backs now. Most of the guys who've got longevity in their career, Ernie, DJ, Mickelson, their left foot, so a lot of players are actually moving their left foot probably more than they think they need to, just to kind of take the stress off that lower back. Not that I'm saying you've got to lift it intentionally, but to help you turn. If I got to do that and it comes, let it move. Don't resist against things, okay? We can turn back there now, and then from there as we swing back, at least when we come back to the golf ball, because we've turned better, for me, one of the things you do sometimes is you get your head beyond the golf ball. That's when you get over the top and smother it. At least staying behind the ball here now, we're going to get that launch and that flight. Your bad was when you get your shoulder over the top, your head then moves left, and now you're just chopping down into it. That's it. And this time of year now it's muddy. Oh, yeah. It's like a face face full of mud, the ball goes through. I mean, she weighs £100 for that. I get a face full of mud, it goes to Spa Day and stuff. But it doesn't work as much on the golf course. So staying over the ball, we stay behind it and we stay there. We don't want to be moving here, and because that much movement just creates too much inconsistency. You'll get it right occasionally, but that's the biggest frustration. When you do get it right, it's amazing. It's great. When you don't get it right,
there's consistency, isn't it?
So I practice that movement. I say, simple one you can do. Like you'll stand in the corner till you learn to behave, sort of over here. Don't lean against the wall like a downhill skier. Get in your golfing posture, shuffle into the wall so your forehead just barely touching there, and then just make some movements there. If you start swearing, you'll feel your forehead scraping across the wall there, okay? Use shadows, they can put a hand on the head, whatever it may be. I like that one, that was simple. Just get that feeling where you're moving, and just, the sensation for you is more this shoulder, your right shoulder here, getting behind you, not getting your left shoulder under your chin and moving to the other side this way, Just as much rotation as you can. Let this go. Don't try and resist it, because if you resist, it's going to go that way, Get in behind you as much as you can, twist, 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 and then when you do that, your arms, I've got all this space to sort of lift up. As we said, the arms do that. So if I turn here now, that's what the arm's effectively doing,
When I get up at 4 a.m. in the morning and Vicky wakes up and says, "What are you doing?" I said,
yes, it's all going wrong. I'm just going to stand it. I'm going to stand in the corner and sulk. Okay then, mate, Brilliant. Good.